Now posture. I'm gonna start from the bottom and I'll work my way up. So first, if you look at my feet, you can see in the feet that there's width to them. We think of the feet as points in space, and this makes them very unstable. But if instead you roll your feet, just take a moment right now, and with me, you can roll your feet to the side or to the side, and all of a sudden the feet feel much wider than they used to. And you can use that for balance, for stability, for strength. You can do the same thing going forward and back. You can roll them in, you can roll them out, you can go all around. And then you find the ball of the foot and you plant yourself there. And it becomes very stable. Next, you go up to the knees. And the stereotypical idea is that you want your knee over your second toe, and this just sort of protects the knee. You get higher and there's the hip. And a lot of times what happens is, I don't know why, but we'll leave one hip down and we'll be here. And then we'll try to dance. Or we'll try to turn with one hip down, and that's very hard. So instead of letting one hip down and one hip be up, you bring the hips level. Then you get to the low back. And I'm going to have to tuck my shirt in after doing this for you. My low back there, I flatten it. The instinct, especially, sometimes we'll round, but that's less common. Usually what happens is women wear these like stiletto heels, 3-inch, 4-inch some women, and they do this. And the heels make it very hard. But you want to fight that arch in the low back. So instead you flatten, flatten, flatten. And then also, we go through our daily life, and we drive the car to work, and then we work on the computer all day, and we drive the car some more, and then we get the remote control, and we watch the TV. And then here we are, and we dance tango, like this. And this is not the goal, to dance tango like this. And so what happens is we make the upper back concave, and even if the head isn't this forward, you'll still have this rounding in the upper back. So not only do you want to flatten the low back, but in the upper back, there's this isolation in the sternum, in the upper back. And I want you to think you're pulling your sternum diagonally upward across the sky, so that your low back is flat, but your upper back is also flat. And as an aside, this is not puffing your chest. This is not the stereotypical military thing where you do this, or the guy who's saying, oh, look at me. It's not this, because this also is unnatural. So you use your spine, but you don't pull your shoulder blades unnaturally back. Next, you get to the shoulders. And it used to be man was fight or flight. You know, we have some stress, we get past it, we're done, we can relax again. Stress, But now, we have stress and it doesn't go away. And so we stay here. Hackles up, shoulders up. And especially at the beginning, dancing, learning to dance for some can be a very stressful experience. And so this even encourages the shoulders to rise up. And so as a trick to help you lower the shoulders, take a moment, stretch your upper back, raise your shoulders as high as you can. Can you raise them higher? Yes. Higher. Higher. Oh. There you go. Hold it. Oh. And breathe out. And all of a sudden, those muscles that we're holding will relax. And your shoulders will drop like an extra 2 inches. You're like, whoa, it feels different. So now be here with these relaxed shoulders. Then you get to the neck. And because of all those hours you spend in front of the computer and driving and TV, and we're here, that jumps our neck forward. This is not the tango look. Not even a little. Or for example, for ladies, sometimes there's a lady here, and there's a guy up there, you know, a very tall guy. And we think, oh, we have to face our partner, so we do this.
And this is not exactly the right place to dance.
Or to talk. So instead of doing that, instead of letting the neck break, almost literally, to face your partner, you want to just be aware of him. Oh, I'm aware of my partner here with my upper forehead. So if we summarize, we have the full foot, placing yourself on the ball of the foot, knee over second toe, hips level, low back, upper back, shoulders, relaxed, back of the neck long. And it's almost like the people who do the yoga pose, right? And they're here, and the idea is that everything is aligned, and they can just be here, and they can, you know, have their hips level, their foot on the floor. Probably the upper back alignment is different, but nonetheless, they can have an alignment in their torso as well. And if you have all these elements, then all of a sudden anything you do looks good. You can be here and it looks good. On the other hand, if everything's wrong, if you're not on the ball of the foot, but instead you're some strange place on the foot, and your knee isn't over your second toe, and your hips aren't even, and your low back is overarched, and then you jet forward in the head because of the computer, and then you try to dance. You know, you can't make that look good no matter how hard you try. But if you do the exact same thing with good posture, well, almost exact same thing because I didn't remember exactly what I did, then it will look good. And this is the fundamental principle. Have the body right, and you can do anything. Have the body wrong, and it doesn't matter what you do.